This is the Marvel Legends series from the movie X-Men Days of Future Past. We have Logan as the Wolverine. Now I say Days of Future Past because that is the movie where we saw him bear the bone claws. And I think this is from that movie. This figure was based off that character that Hugh Jackman played from that movie. And it's an awesome looking package. Just love the deco art on it. I picked up this figure from Kal-El Collectibles. Let's get him out of packaging. And here is Wolverine out of packaging. And this figure is just absolutely amazing. I mean, I don't think Hasbro could have made this figure any better, even if they wanted to. This is the best incarnation in action figure form, at least in the 1/12 scale, of Hugh Jackman as Logan, the Wolverine. This figure is just... Okay, enough of me gushing over this figure. Man. And you know what? I think the best part of this figure, I think what really sells this figure is this fantastic head sculpt that Hasbro's done of Hugh Jackman. They've got two amazing head sculpts. One is the feral head sculpt, and the other one is this nonchalant, just staring out blankly into space kind of Wolverine head sculpt. Plus these amazing sculpt of the claws. And he even comes with an extra pair of hands that has the bone claws. The claws and the head sculpt, I believe, are the best features and will really sell this figure. Ito talaga yung nagdadala sa figure na to. Yung head sculpt, saka yung claws. And I just loved it. When I took it out of packaging, I said, oh my God, this figure is an absolute keeper. Now, for a long time, people actually thought the claws were not his mutant power. I mean, Wolverine had the healing factor and animal senses, agility, strength, and all of that, until Magneto removed the adamantium from the claws in the comic books. And then he unleashed his claws, and they are all bone. And I love that it's reflected here in the movie. We get to see it when he time travels, sort of. His mind time travels to his older body, to his younger body, and he unleashes his claws. That was so funny. That scene was really funny. But yeah, it's a very simple, basic figure, if you ask me. He's got some jeans sculpted in, the boots, very nice, the belt buckle in a tank top or just sleeveless shirt. It's very basic. It's just really well made. And I think if not for this head sculpt, this figure would have been very plain. And this is the money shot right here. This is the money making part of this figure, and I love it. Look at those eyes. Look at the teeth. And hardly any quality issues. The face painting technology that Hasbro uses on these new figures, absolutely amazing. I love the claws. These were how it looked like back in the day, back in the X-Men movies of Bryan Singer and all that. Really nice. He also comes with his dog tag, which is also removable. I'm actually not a big fan of this dog tag. I think it's too thick. It's just, I don't know. It's a nice accessory, but it wasn't necessary for me. They could have just painted it over, but I'm glad they did. I'm glad they didn't scrimp on it. Okay, now while we're at it, let's just talk about articulation while he's still in this pose, like he's like, you know, berserker pose. So he's got a ball jointed neck, and the ball joint is really a double ball joint. There's a ball joint underneath the neck and ball joint here in the top, and can pop off pop that head sculpt on and off. This one is not bad. It's actually, again, pretty good. I just like this head sculpt better. And then the claws right here, you can swap them out if you wish to. So you can have bone claw and adamantium claws. So the neck joint, it's got an ab crunch, very tight, ratcheting weight swivel. He's got these butterfly joints on his shoulders, which is really, I think now, a must necessary joint for any Wolverine figure. Got a ball hinge shoulder, bicep swivel, a little bit of a weird sculpt right there. When you twist the bicep, yeah, there's kind of too much space right there, but that's fine. He's got some double jointed, pinless technology type of elbow. I don't know how they do this, seriously. Ball jointed hips, wow, you can make him do the splits a little bit, forward and backward. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and look at that knee. Perfect 180-degree bend. Wow. And the ankle joints. The ankle joints were a surprise for me. Didn't expect it to have a lot of articulation. It can rotate 360, go up and down, and rocker pivot, much like the new Black Series figures. That's pretty nice. Very nice touch from Hasbro. If I'm going to comment on the foot, it's just that I would have wished that they could have given more allowance in the jeans so that he could point his toes a little bit more further, make a more or less acute angle, so that when he's leaping, it's like, yeah. But you can put it like that. It's fine. So all in all, it's a great sculpt. Great figure with fantastic paint apps. There's really nothing more you can say about this figure except just go ahead and buy it. And for some size comparisons, here is Wolverine with a couple of figures I have in my collection. The comic series Wolverine in the brown and yellow spandex. That's how he looked like in the comic books. And the movies, he's just so tall. And here he is with Stan the Man Lee. And so some final thoughts on this figure. Need I say more? This figure is going to get an 11 out of 10. I absolutely love this figure. This is an absolute must-have, especially for fans of the movie X-Men and of Hugh Jackman playing Logan, the Wolverine in those movies. You have got to pick this figure up, even if you're just an X-Men fan. This is a figure that it's just too amazing, too epic, too awesome to pass up. I wouldn't advise waiting for it to go on clearance. I just go ahead and grab this if you see it on store shelves, because a lot of collectors are going to be after this figure. Big thanks again to Kal-El Collectibles for this figure. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this figure. Is this figure something you're hunting for? Is it something you absolutely must have, or is it a pass for you? I'd like to know what you think in the comment section, and as always, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. And if you want to support this channel, help me make more video reviews for you guys, please check out my Patreon account. There is a link in the description box below. Any form of contribution that you can give me on Patreon will go a long way in helping me make more videos for you guys. And until next time, thanks for watching.